What do Aaliyah, Rihanna, and Britney Spears all have in common? Answer: they are all icons in their own right, shaping music, fashion, and pop culture for generations. And it seems Tyla is flat out copying them, but defying the facts. What? If I told you that there's a rising star in the music scene who might just be borrowing from all three of them, not just borrowing? Stay tuned, because we're about to dive into a wild story where a hot new artist is under fire for allegedly mimicking these legendary artists. But wait for it, she's denying it all. You won't believe what's really going on. So, who's the artist causing all this drama? It's none other than Tyla, yes. Tyla, and things are getting spicy in the world of music. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you love music, gossip, juicy industry tea, and uncovering the truth behind the headlines, you've come to the right place. I'm your host, Name, and today we're breaking down the truth about Tyla's controversial rise to fame. Now, I know you're all here because you want the real tea on why everyone's talking about how Tyla allegedly copies Aaliyah, Rihanna, and Britney Spears, but denies it. So let's break it all down, piece by piece. Who is Tyla? Before we jump into the fashion drama, let's quickly talk about Tyla. If you're not familiar with her yet, don't worry, you're not alone. Tyla is a South African singer who's been making waves internationally with her catchy tracks and sultry style. Her breakthrough song, Getting Late, blew up on TikTok, and since then, she's been taking the music world by storm. The thing, Tyla's not just known for her music, she's got a distinct style that blends genres like Afrobeat, pop, and R&B, and of course, that leads to some interesting comparisons. Now, we're talking big names when we mention Aaliyah, Rihanna, and Britney Spears. These women have shaped the music industry. So, when fans and critics start noticing similarities in Tyla's music, fashion, and overall vibe, things start to get heated. The accusations, Tyla, and the legendary copies. Alright, now here's where it gets juicy.
Hi.
People are saying that Tyla's entire persona feels eerily familiar to that of Aaliyah, Rihanna, and Britney Spears. Let's break it down. All know her, the princess of R&B, who sadly left us too soon. Aaliyah was known for her smooth, ethereal vocals, her innovative style, and her laid-back yet confident presence. Now Tyla's voice has a similar smooth, airy quality that gives off those Aaliyah vibes, right? But it doesn't stop there. Her fashion choices, those oversized jackets, the sleek hair, the almost futuristic looks scream Aaliyah all day long. It's like Aaliyah's influence is woven into Tyla's aesthetic. Second, Rihanna, the Queen of the Caribbean, who transformed pop music and became a fashion mogul. Rihanna's bold style and the way she blends genres and visuals are iconic. And guess what? Tyla is doing the same thing. She's mixing elements of Afrobeat, pop, and R&B with confidence, almost like she's channeling Rihanna's fearless approach to music and style. And let's not forget about the attitude, that unapologetic, I'm here to rule the world vibe. Tyla has it in spades. Lastly, Britney Spears, the princess of pop, who ruled the charts in the late 90s and early 2000s. There's one thing that everyone remembers about Britney, right? Her high-energy performances, her catchy pop anthems, and that iconic baby. One more time moment. Tyla, in some of her music videos, has been seen wearing similarly styled outfits, think schoolgirl chic, complete with the flirty and fun persona that Britney made famous. It's hard not to notice the similarities between Tyla's early-stage music career and Britney's rise to stardom. So are you starting to see the pattern? It's almost like Tyla took a bit of everything from these three legends. But here's the big question. Did she do it on purpose, or is it just a coincidence? Tyla's fashion moments, the Coachella and Grammys outfits. Let's talk fashion, because this is where things get really interesting. Tyla's not just copying musical styles. She's also borrowing from the legendary looks of Aaliyah and Britney in a way that's making headlines. Let's start with Tyla's Coachella 2025 outfit, a moment that had the entire internet buzzing. You might remember it, because it looked almost identical to Britney Spears' iconic outfit at the 2001 MTV Video Music Awards. Yes, Britney, the one who set the world on fire with her sultry schoolgirl look that made pop culture history. Tyla's Coachella outfit featured a green crop top and that mini denim bum shorts vibe, which was strikingly similar to what Britney wore during her unforgettable VMA performance with the snake. The styling, the confidence, the flirty energy, it felt like Tyla was channeling that exact moment from Britney's career. Now, it's one thing to be inspired by a fashion moment, but it's another thing entirely to replicate it so closely. The internet noticed, and they weren't shy about it. Kyla's response? She defended her look as just her style and said it was nothing more than her personal flair. But fans were quick to point out how it mirrored one of Britney's most famous looks to the T-end. It wasn't the first time she's been accused of pulling from Britney's playbook. But wait, this isn't the only fashion controversy Tyla's been part of. Let's talk about the Grammy Awards 2024. Tyla showed up in a glamorous black velvet dress with a dramatic slit, paired with sleek straight hair. Now, this dress had Aaliyah's name written all over it. If you recall, Aaliyah was known for her sophisticated, edgy, and minimalist fashion choices, especially in her later years. Her Grammy moments, including her 2001 appearance in a sleek black dress with a modern twist, have been etched in fashion history. Tyla's dress at the 2024 Grammys looked almost identical to Aaliyah's style, sophisticated yet understated, with that same cool confidence that Aaliyah embodied. From the bold cut of the dress to the way she styled it with minimal accessories, Tyla was clearly channeling Aaliyah's futuristic vibe. Again, this wasn't just an homage, it was almost a direct copy. Some fans are wondering, is Tyla deliberately paying tribute to Aaliyah, or is she drawing too heavily from her iconic style? So when Tyla says she's not copying anyone, it's hard not to see the striking similarities between these moments in her fashion and those of Britney and Aaliyah. But is it inspiration or outright imitation? Tyla's denial. I'm not copying. Her response. Now here's where things get even more interesting. You'd think Tyla would just embrace the comparisons, right? After all, these are legends we're talking about, but nope, Tyla isn't having it. Wow. She's come out and flatly denied that she's copying anyone. In interviews, she's made it clear she's all about being herself. And any similarities to Aaliyah, Rihanna, or Britney are just coincidental. In fact, she's even gone as far as saying that she looks up to these women. In Fard, it's a So, I've seen what I have to win. Well to see. May seem so unledo. And was read up. You would see this vibe. End up sever. At well rend up. Well unwell all with well rend up. Was as up but one up and but us up of an up and us up some up. Tyla says her music is influenced by her own experiences. And while she may have been inspired by these icons, she insists it's all about her individuality and bringing something fresh to the table. But here's the twist: can you ever really escape the shadows of those who came before you? In the world of music and fashion, the lines between influence and imitation are often blurry. Tyla's clearly navigating these waters. And let's be honest, there's only so much you can do when you're literally wearing the same things. Singing in a similar style, and rocking a similar vibe to someone who already defined those elements. So, is it just coincidence, or is there a bit of a pattern here? It's hard to say. But the truth is, Tyla's success might just be tied to those very comparisons. Whether she's copying or simply inspired, her career is definitely drawing attention, and it's getting people talking. The fans' reaction, are they buying it? Now let's talk about the fans, because when it comes to music and the way we consume art, the fans are the ones who really matter. And let me tell you, the fans have opinions. Some fans are all in. For Tyla claiming that, yeah, she might look like a blend of Aaliyah, Rihanna, and Britney, but that's just her paying homage to the greats. They say it's natural for new artists to be influenced by the legends who came before them, and that Tyla's doing it in her own unique way. There's nothing wrong with that. But then, there are the critics who aren't buying her story. They say she's clearly copying these icons down to the details from her fashion to her musical style, and by denying it, she's just further fueling the controversy. After all, when you're that close to someone's style and persona, it's hard to deny it's not intentional, right? So what do you think? Are Tyla's influences just coincidences, or is she trying to replicate the magic of these pop legends? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts. All right, folks, there you have it. Tyla might be denying it, but the comparisons to Aaliyah, Rihanna, and Britney Spears are too strong to ignore. Is she copying them? Or is she just paying tribute to the queens who came before her? You decide. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more music gossip, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more juicy updates, and don't forget to ring that bell so you never miss out on the latest tea. And hey, if you're feeling extra curious, check out these other videos, where we dive deep into more artist controversies and industry secrets. Until next time, stay tuned, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.